start this thing off here with kind of a look at what this week and these moments have meant to you. Obviously, a lot that you kind of seen and ridden the wave at Ohio State. How do you put into perspective where you're at right now?
Man, first of all, I just want to give thanks to God, man, my Savior, really, and just when we first landed here at the Rose Bowl, so many emotions went through me just from being here the last time and full circle coming to be back. And it's been a long journey, a lot of ups and downs. I'm just so appreciative that everything I've learned about myself, by my friends, my family, my teammates, I'm really just embracing and enjoying the whole moment.
And the ups and downs even of this season to get to this moment, I think in the preseason all the penciled you in to be here. But what does it mean to the way that you guys got here and you guys have to learn and respond to play as well as you did against Tennessee?
Yeah, I think it says a lot about our team sticking together through all the adversity we faced. A lot of outside noise, a lot of people really trying to break the team up. We stayed together, stuck through it, faced adversity, and I think we've learned a lot. From wins and losses, you learn a lot, but I think you've honestly learned more from the losses. And from the loss, we learned about a lot about our offense, about our defense, about our team, about our chemistry, and we're excited to be here at the Rose Bowl.
When you look back at the way that this program is led, the way that Coach Day, kind of handles things, and the way that he studies you guys in moments of difficulty, how would you kind of describe the way that his leadership has allowed you guys to get through these moments?
Yeah, I feel like his leadership has been at an all-time high this year, especially just with everything that's gone on. Like we said, all the adversity we faced, all the outside noise we heard. He's kept the team together, and I think that this is the closest team I've ever been on, and he's the biggest reason for that. So I'm excited, to go him being our leader, leading us into this Rose Bowl.
And how do you guys tackle the challenge? You guys obviously played Oregon and know all the different weapons that they have offensively. But how do you guys as a defense embrace what's ahead here?
Yeah, I think we're just excited, to face Oregon again. A great offense, a great team all around, and they do a lot of great things that we're excited to play against, and we're just excited to embrace that challenge.
What goes into your game plan, your preparation for a quarterback, and now seeing the same quarterback in Dylan Gabriel in the same season? Like, what can you detail for us about how you go through your process?
Yeah, I mean, we faced some great quarterbacks throughout the year, and I think, he's one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback that we're going to face. And, he does a great job, running the show. He does a great job, checking, making different looks, seeing what the defensive end, and the O-line also does a great job, getting a lot of time for him to go back there and do his things and letting them explosive receivers get open. So I think it's going to just be a great team effort, to slow their offense down, and that's what our defense is trying to do.
How different does your defense feel, or how different are you guys from the first time?
Yeah, like I said, we're definitely different. We learned a lot from our wins and losses, and we learned a lot as a defense in general. So we're going in there, we're excited for the challenge, and we're excited for the moment.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
How many times have you been asked about what happened last time in the Rose Bowl? Have you been asked that already?
Yeah, I feel like doing these interviews and stuff for a long time, a lot of times we get asked the same questions, so I've gotten used to it. But yeah, we're just excited for the game.
I mean, it's fairly close to home. You probably have a ton of family there, right?
Yep.
How many people did you have at that game 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have 12 or 13. The most I've ever had actually at a game. So it's exciting for me, exciting moment for me. Like you said, close to home. I got family out here in California, so I can't wait to breathe in that West Coast air before I go into the game.
How hard was it to have that happen, especially in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, so it's a lot of deja vu and a lot of similarities from the first time we were here. I really don't know the emotion I'm gonna feel when I get back to that field and stuff, but I'm just excited to be here. I feel like God put me through that stuff for a reason. I've learned a lot about myself and a lot from that moment. But yeah, like you said, I'm just so thankful to be here again and be here for another opportunity to play because it was definitely a crazy moment last time.
Kickoff, right? We're at the kickoff.
Yep.
Your own guy, right?
Yeah.
Friendly fire.
Friendly
Sorry
fire.
to bring up.
It's all good.
I mean, how much did that shape your career? Odds are, if you hadn't gotten hurt, you probably wouldn't be on the team this year, right? Probably would have been enough in the NFL.
Yeah, so I feel like everything happens for a reason. God has a plan for me, but like you said, I could have sat there and always think about, man, my career could have went like this, my career could have went like that, but I feel like this was the way my career is meant to go. So I'm excited to be here again. I'm excited to play in the Rose Bowl, and I'm excited to get back on that field and have it end in a different way this time.
Don't get as much attention as Caleb. But you guys, you've had a hell of a year. Do you ever feel overlooked, or does it not matter to you?
It doesn't really matter to me, man. All that matters to me is how the team does. And when I didn't come back to hear about myself or hear about that, I came back to for and like all the other seniors did for bigger reasons, and it's to get here and get to this Rose Bowl and continue to play the season.
It was a compound fracture?
Oh, my leg? Yeah. I broke my tibia and fibula.
Fibula, tibia.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to recover? I know I wrote about it.
Yeah, no. Thanks to Stu, man, it was supposed to be 6 to 8 months, and me and Stu got back, and the fastest he's ever seen a fractured leg come back from that. That's all thanks to Stu and our training staff. He worked with me every day. When there was time off and stuff, I stayed with Stu, worked with him through it, and so he's the reason I got here today through all the knickknacks I've ever had, man. So I just appreciate Stu.
Left or right?
It was my left leg.
Let me ask you about Denzel. Just last time you played him in a tough game, he's a very confident player. Did you guys have to kind of like pick his spirits up after that, or not?
No, I think Denzel handled it himself. I mean, like you said, Denzel's an extremely confident player. His confidence never wavered, whether he played how he didn't want to play, man. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. I think Denzel's one of the best cornerbacks in the nation, and I'm excited to see him show that.
Did you sense in him? I got a second crack at these guys. I don't take advantage. You sense that in him?
I think Denzel's such a calm dude and relaxed dude that it's hard to sense anything in him, but I feel like every time we go out there and strap up in the game that he's going to go out there and try to dominate, and I'm excited to see him do that. Appreciate you.
How's it going, Lathan?
Good, how you doing?
Doing good. You're a West Coast guy. How much was a goal playing in the Rose Bowl for you when you were growing up in Arizona?
Yeah, I think this is one of the, if not the best bowl game to play in. There's so much history about it, especially history with Ohio State. So many Ohio State games have been played here. So many players that made a name for themselves and will be remembered always, making plays in this game. So, yeah, growing up, being a West Coast dude, I think this is the best bowl game to play in, and I can't wait to play in it.
Do you have any Rose Bowl memories or one of the first games that you remember watching?
That'd be tough. I mean, there's been so many games. People are always going to remember the most recent one, with Jackson going crazy in the Rose Bowl. So I think that's the one right on top of my head.
What do you remember from that environment?
I got hurt in that game, so I don't remember very much. But I remember, from my hospital bed cheering on my team and watching Jackson and Marv, have spectacular games. CJ having spectacular games. So I remember cheering loud.
After the injuries in your career, when you look back at it, does that help you just take in the moment a little bit now that you're playing every game senior year, that you know that this is something that you can't take for granted?
Yeah, of course. I think that's what, the injuries have done for me. I appreciate football. I think one of the people that appreciate it more than anyone. Anytime I get to step on the field, whether it's practice, whether it's meetings, whether it's the game, I'm just so happy to be here. I thank God for being here, and I appreciate every moment because I know what it's like to have it taken away.
How often have you been passing that down to the underclassmen?
They probably get annoyed, but as much as I can, as much as I can.
What's different about Lathan Ransom in 2024 compared to Lathan Ransom in 2023?
That's a good question. I think just having, a year ago from here, I was watching the game and now I'm able to play. So that's my biggest difference. Obviously, I've grown as a player, I've grown as a person, but I just having the ability to play this year.
Stylistically, what do you think has been one of your biggest strengths as a safety this year?
I think just, being a veteran, my knowledge of the game has grown tremendously, and then just trying to be a leader. That's been my biggest goal, to be a leader, to be someone that the defense can depend on and look for in big games like this. So that's what I'm excited to do. Thank you.
Is it about damn time you're healthy for one of these bowl games?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, how much do you look forward to it? I mean, obviously you've had some seasons end on injury notes, and now you're here in the biggest of stages.
Yeah, man, I just thank God because, like you said, it's been frustrating, and I've learned a lot, but I wouldn't change anything for it. And I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to play in this game, and I can't wait to see what God has in store for me.
You and Caleb, you both play safety, but you have different responsibilities. But how much do you push each other out there?
Yeah, that's my closest friend my closest friend this year on the team, and we push each other in everything we do, whether it's meetings, practices, drills. We're always staying after, to get a little extra work in and compete. And like you said, my close friend, my biggest competitor, and like you said, we're always going out there, trying to outdo each other.
Are people sleeping on the Ohio State secondary?
I mean, I don't really pay attention to what people are saying about our secondary or not, but I think we're excited to go out there and for another big opportunity.
Denzel got picked on a little bit last time you guys played Oregon. He really has been playing lights out since. I mean, where do you think Denzel's mindset is right now?
I think Denzel's mindset is what it is like every other game. He's going in, locked in, excited for the moment, and I'm excited to see what he does.
What do you see out of Dylan Gabriel? I mean, you've gone against him once. He now has another half season to take. I mean, when you get those cut-ups, I mean, what do you see out of the Oregon quarterback?
Yeah, he's a great quarterback, a real veteran who runs the show, and really knows how to extend plays, really accurate, doesn't turn the ball over very much. I think just all-around great quarterback.
Tez Johnson obviously is a very dangerous weapon. He went for like 1,000,000 yards against Penn State. I mean, how do you contain a guy like Tez?
Yeah, I feel like all the receivers, are explosive and have the ability, to have big games like that. So I think the biggest thing is, just doing what our coaches say, doing our job, executing our technique, and yeah, that's our job.
I think the ups and downs of this season are going to help you guys out during this run.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like, the adversity we faced, you learn a lot from wins and losses, and I think you learn more from losses. And we've learned so much about our team. We learned so much about each other, and like you said, yeah, I think this is going to help us, in tough games, in tough environments like this.
Has it felt a little more like a grind this year with the expanded playoff?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, with the longer season, like Coach Day was talking about, this is when it gets hard, to stay locked in, to stay focused. And I think our team has done such a great job, staying focused, staying, with our goals and taking it game by game, day by day. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously, when the season gets longer, there's a lot of things that change, a lot of things that get harder. But, we're just excited to be here and blessed to be in the Rose Bowl.
Are you guys happy to get another chance to beat Oregon?
I think we're just happy to be here in the playoffs and to play the Rose Bowl, whether it was Oregon or whoever else we had to play. But no, we're excited to play Oregon. We're excited to play their offense, and yeah, can't wait to play.
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Is it an advantage or disadvantage to face a team the second time in the season, especially like a conference foe?
Yeah, and that's a great question. I feel like, obviously, since we've seen them already, we might have learned a couple things, but teams change so much, and whether you're playing them for the first time or the second time, you have an idea of what they did last time, but they're going to change so much. They've had a lot of weeks to prepare for us, so it's like playing them again for the first time.
Lathan, every year this program sets out 3 goals for itself. You're one of the only people on this roster that have completed those goals with the Big Ten championship in 2020. What is your message to some of the younger guys on the team that haven't been in that sort of championship caliber game?
Yeah, I feel like just not making the game bigger than it is. At the end of the day, it's another game that we got sharp on and play. And at Ohio State, every game is almost like a championship game because you can't lose at Ohio State. So, not making the game bigger than it is, even though it's a different environment. You got festivities and stuff going on, but we're excited to play in the Rose Bowl, man, and we're excited for the moment.
Does this game mean anything more to you since that you already felt it going into the season?
No, yeah, I would say, I wouldn't say it means more to me. I would say that it means, a big game in the Rose Bowl against another great opponent. And it happens to be Oregon, and we're excited for the opportunity to play another great team.
Outside of football, what festivities are you most looking forward to while you're here?
Yeah, man, me personally, and I think the message to the other team is we're not really focused on the festivities. We're more focused on the game, man. It's another playoff game and, biggest game of the season.
No Disney, no beef bowl. Does it allow you to focus more on the game without having some of that?
Most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Many times have you been asked about the injury the last time you were in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, I've definitely been asked a couple times about it, but that's part of it. But yeah, like you said, I think I'm taking it all in because last time I was here it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I wanted to change it for a thing, and I'm excited to be here, get another crack at it. And I had a lot of family at that last game that didn't get to see me finish the game, so having a lot of family at this game, man, I'm just so blessed and excited for them to watch me play.
You've been back in the stadium, the Rose Bowl Stadium, the trip out here. Will the game day be the first time?
Yeah, the game day will be the first time we're back there. So I know there'll probably be a lot of emotions running through my head, but I'm so excited to get back there.
What was the most serious? Was that the most serious injury in your career?
No, that was definitely the most serious injury in my career, most graphic. But like I said, I wouldn't change it for anything. I think that God put me through that for a reason. So to be back here, honestly. So we're back here now, and I'm excited to play.
Where are you a better player today than you were a year ago?
Yeah, I think just, being a veteran, I've learned so much from the player I was last year, and it's funny, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself, I feel like, as a man, as a person on the field and off the field, and I think that all went into the way we played this season, and I've learned a lot about myself, so I think just being a veteran, being a leader is the way I've changed, from last year.
I talked to him, Denzel's getting all kinds of questions about the first time he played Oregon this year. How did he take that? How did he come back from that?
Yeah, I think Denzel's a professional, man. I think he's going in there like he goes in for every game, excited for another big challenge, excited to go in there and lock, receivers down. And at the end of the day, I think Denzel's one of the best corners in the country, and he's excited for this challenge. What'd you say?
Thank you.
No, thank you.